just finished packing up at camp, and I found this Mondo toad. Whoa, whoa. He's very big and loves to jump.
Good morning on day 102. We just packed up camp and it rained really hard last night, so all our stuff is really wet. We're heading down to see Mr. Ken and Miss Sue. They're going to feed us breakfast and slack us again, which we're so grateful for. It helps a lot on wet days. And we don't know how far we're going, but whenever the rain stops, we're going to try to find camp so we can dry all our stuff out.
We're the Six Pack Hikers!
Really good. Slash some chicken cheese in.
Yum yum.
It's about 5 miles. Yeah.
Clementine
We won't set up. We'll just
What?
be there for drinks and
Oh, little bitty one in there. That's
then
funny.
we'll move forward from there.
Good morning. We just wrapped up breakfast with PTL and Navigator and are on trail, even though we're on a road. The trail that left from that section is actually closed. There's a bridge out, so there's a reroute via this road that we're on, Macedonia Road. But we will be tucking back into the woods soon. Looking forward to what the day has to bring. Walking into Kent. Connecticut, you may have been muggy, humid, rainy, and really hot and had a ton of mosquitoes, but your treadway has been gorgeous. Very grateful for that. Some rocks, but I mean, you guys have been following our channel long enough to know that this looks blissful, right? So nice. Made it up to Caleb's Peak. Pretty foggy view today, but grateful there's a breeze.
And water.
Yes, water break. After some steep climbing up, we are now going down. You got it. St. John Ledges area, which is equally as steep down, maybe even more than what we came up. Just made it down that crazy descent and past a big group of trail maintainers out here working in the rain. It is raining on us now. So grateful for all the trail maintainers and their hard work, keeping the treadway clear, making improvements, even on a rainy day. So thank you to that Connecticut Trail Club who's out here working on the trail. Topping off waters. My camera's a little blurry because it got wet. Umbrella's out. The big brown poncho is out.
Had a lot of names thrown my way.
I know. Who are you today?
Oh, man.
Gonna give you a Gatorade.
Let's see, we've had Gandalf the Brown, Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Hobbit.
Get in. Did you get a Gatorade yet?
I'm going to go with Hunchback today.
Hunchback.
It's soggy and wet.
Yes.
We are on a gorgeous section of trail. Up to flat, smooth, following the shore of the mighty Housatonic River. Got the tributaries feeding into it. It's just gorgeous. Enjoying this section while we've got it.
Anyone know what this is? The second one we've seen, and it's huge. It's like 3 inches long. Definitely a creepy crawly. We're not picking him up.
No,
See
ma'am.
the mandibles on the front of him?
Yes, ma'am.
Yikes. Treehouse nicknamed Connecticut for all the ticks. And it's because of walks like this one where the grass is so high. This is a little wider than what we were just on. So in a lot of spots the trail is narrow and the grass is high. There's just no way to not brush against it. And that's where the ticks get you. Just last night in our tent, when I was changing, I saw that a tiny little tick had gotten under my gaiter and under my sock and under my liner, like all the way down to the skin, and had bitten me. We pulled it off, but oh my goodness, they are determined. So Treehouse, your nickname is pretty apt for this area. Connecticut wants to make sure that we duck under the, the branch or the trunk. Made it to Dawn Hill Road, and we are walking. We're off trail at the moment, going to where PTL and Navigator parked for lunch. Also, it was really cool to meet, who? Do you remember the names?
Flyer, Night Owl, and
Tuck. And we had actually met Night Owl when we were at the Green Dragon back in Georgia.
6.
Yeah, on day 6, which is nuts. Good to see her again. First time meeting Flyer, first time meeting Tuck. And then we also saw Hunter again. Hunter camped beside us when we were in Hot Springs at the Appalachian Trailer. So it's so cool. We really needed some familiar faces. The past couple of days with the heat and the humidity, and now with the rain and the mosquitoes and all the stuff, it's been a little more mentally difficult. So it's really good to see some folks that are in it with us. Look at this setup. Get to be under a tarp. Thank you so much. We came to a water crossing that has a walk around because the water, like all the rocks you would normally take across, are totally underwater. And it's not the warmest of days, believe it or not. It's been warm recently, but we do not want to saturate our feet. So we're gonna find the Blue Blaze walk around and get to the other side. So we found another crossing. Oh, my phone is so wet. Sorry for the haze. Yep, coming across the log. Yep, you'll step down on that rock. There you go. That next rock is the slick one, the brownish one. You can switch, whatever feels comfortable. There you go. Yep. There you go. Good. Nice. You see where you need to go? Yep. And then get your poles moved and launch to the shore. Excellent job. Woo! So we didn't realize that there's going to be another lemon squeezer part 2. Okay, we'll see how it goes for sunshine. Think tiny thoughts.
If only it works.
Good job. You got it. Almost to our shelter. Got a bit of a view as the storms are moving off. Oh, hoping that we can get some clothing dried out at camp. There was like a 3-hour, I don't even know how many hours, gap in footage because the sky opened up and it just didn't stop. And then some of the terrain was a little tricky with rocks and slick roots and things. And then it rained so much that even zipped up in my supposedly waterproof rain raincoat pocket. My phone got wet and my fingers were wet from holding my trekking poles, so the phone was unusable to try to video because it wouldn't respond to my touch. So anyhow, we finished the bulk of our hike today, met up with PTL and Navigator. They had grilled some burgers and put them into little Ziploc baggies, so we packed those out for camp tonight. Got our packs back and just did a, I'm not sure how long of a climb, but climbed up away from the road where we had met them. And we are making our way to the Pine Swamp Shelter where we'll be setting up our tents. We were hopeful that the sun would come out a little more after the rain passed. And it has come out some, but we were wringing out our clothes when we met up with PTL and Navigator. So we are very wet, really wanting to get dry. So we'll see if we can't hang up some stuff, but the air is still really wet. So here's to hoping, but it may be tomorrow before we fully dry out. Made it to the Pine Swamp Shelter. Just a quick little walk off trail to get to it and find a tent site.
After 2 very hot and humid days, we were blessed today with an abundance of liquid sunshine. So the rain fell nearly all day, which is why we didn't get much footage. But thankfully, with PTL and Navigator blessing us so abundantly, we had an awesome time with them. We are now set up at camp early. So we're going to be packing up all the bear bag stuff, getting it hung very soon, but it also gives us a chance to dry out all the wet clothes. Let's just set up a wall. I've got about 50 feet of paracord strung up, getting all of it dried out as best we can. It's going to be hard with the humidity, but we'll see what can happen in the little bit of daylight we've got left now that the storms have passed.